So, start position's fine. Grip is coming on nicely, okay? As we said, trying to get that left hand a little bit more over. That thumb is better there compared to where it's on that one. It could just get a little bit more over there, okay? But that's going to take a little bit of getting used to. As I say, it's not something you naturally want to do. You kind of go back to your default is always a little bit weak. Yeah, exactly. And that might be something that it sounds a bit sort of negative, but that might take 6 months till you become perfect with it. It's not going to be, you can't play good till you get to that level, but it's always going to be something you're thinking of, okay? And the thing is, in the game of golf, because the swing is so quick, your thoughts have to be minimal every single time. So if you're always thinking about your grip, that's going to be kind of your setup sort of emphasis on that, and then maybe one or two more things on set up, and then when you swing the golf club, it's one thought. If you forget the grip and start thinking about other things in the swing, if the grip isn't sufficiently good enough, the things you're trying to do won't happen.
That's
exactly,
right,
because then you're having to compensate now for that grip. So movements you're trying to make can't actually happen, so then you're doing other things. So always keep sort of focusing on that grip. But in terms of the move today, as you said, swing-wise, we're trying to keep the lower half a little bit quieter, okay? So if we watch this swing going back here now,
this is the beginning.
This is before. You can see now, even now, that club's gone just past the edge of the mat. If you look at your right toe, it's already starting to move. As you then go back, it's rolled massively off the side there, okay? And watch as it now comes back down, how much movement, that foot's slipping there, you see? So the foot's slipping, there's no stability there. Your left toe is off the ground, so your left toe sort of going up, so your feet there are sort of up and down, wobbling back and forth.
I'm using my toes for the squint.
Well, exactly. It's almost like you're moving up and down, so there's no real balance within that swing, okay? So compare that to this one, where the club goes back there now. Your right foot's on the ground, you see the club in the same sort of position. Then as you get that right foot still on the ground, the knee now is just following the top half, okay, which is fine. And a little bit of roll there at the end, just as you complete the backswing, okay? Which is fine to a point, because you're getting the club to position here now, but you haven't rolled it quite so much. So as you come back down now, if we sort of zoom in now on the foot position, as you start coming back down, that right foot now is not going to spin. Fantastic strike of the golf ball there. As we swing through, your left foot now is staying flat, and look at your right foot rolling up onto its toe. So if you just look at that movement there with your feet are a lot more moving with the club, sort of in unison, and rolling from sort of left to left heel from right toe there, sort of moving together with the club. Whereas this one here now, as we swing back and through,
just wobbly.
Yeah, I mean, it looks a bit sort of all back and forth with no real. And again, if you're unstable on a flat mat, then when you're on the golf course, it's not flat. You're going to be any slopes. You'll be so conscious of not trying to fall over, gripping your toe to try and stay upright, locking your legs, and then once all that happens, your arm has just lost all control. You're going to top it, shoot them out to the right there. All those things we had at the start, okay, and that's with a 9-iron or a 7-iron you're using, okay. As the swing gets longer, that balance will become a bigger issue, because obviously you need more stability when you're playing with a longer club, because the swing speed is greater, okay? So always focus on that grip, okay? Golf swing now, that club is going back a lot further. I mean, you think from lesson 1, your backswing was your backswing was about there somewhere, okay? So now it's almost, probably doubled, okay? You're getting your back now turning to target, which is great. Turn your shoulders there to target, okay? Your lower half is staying nice and stable, and the good thing is you're kind of staying more inside. You're not swaying side to side as much as you did in the past. So all these things sort of putting together progression-wise, really, really good. So just sort of ticking the boxes as you go through bit by bit by bit. As I said, on the yesterday's lesson, the first lessons, hit the ball. Just make contact. Then get it up in the air. Then hit as far as you can. Then as straight as you can. And now when we're starting to progress, we're starting to learn how far the shots go. So that 9-iron, was it,
Yeah,
that 9-iron's going about 50 or 60 yards-ish. Okay, on a good.
Far, is it?
That's fine for a 9-iron, yeah. Because then your 7-iron will be going about 70 or 80. Then your 5-iron or your hybrid of the club will go about 100.
Right.
Your driver about 110, 120. So it's going to give you some progression. And again, if you can get your longest club up to and beyond 100, you can break 100 on the golf course in terms of the score wise. So you can start playing to a level that's certainly achievable. Again, a lot of ladies who come for coaching I've had before, have been playing for 25, 30 years, don't hit the ball much beyond 100 yards, of all ages and all abilities, okay? It's not as if you've got to be smacking it to the 200-yard sign, okay? It's nice if we could do that, but very often the ball's going that far, it's offline all the time. Because your margin of error impact is going to be about that much, rather than at the moment you've got quite a big space to hit the ball to, okay? So keeping that lower half a lot quieter. Shoulders is going to be the emphasis. You can see your shoulders now rotating and twisting nicely there, so when you finish the swing, or when you finish your backswing, you've rotated your shoulders 90 degrees there, and you finish the swing, 90 degrees there. So
And nothing aches or hurts. It feels right.
Exactly, because you're now working.
Properly.
If you think about the golf swing, it's all teamwork. Exactly, it's all teamwork. Okay, we have that club. The club's hitting that roof on the side up here, lovely. Hitting the roof on the side, that side there. So everything now is working as one team rather than that moving one way, that going that way, that going that way, and all the different moving parts. And that's where compensations were coming from, to try and adjust to it and stuff, and all these different moves that you were trying to do. Now all the components in the golf swing are working as one, so you can then just start focusing on trying to hit the golf ball rather than trying to, I'm going to fall over, grip the toes and tense up and so on, and hitting the ball as well as you are. So, make sense?
Oh, lovely.
Happy days. Right, have a couple of them with the driver, and we'll see how the driver goes, okay?
Yeah.